In this video, I'm going to teach a bunch of tricks that kids can do with objects that you'll find around your house, like crayons and coins, playing cards, and even an orange. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. All right, your parents are going to hate this trick, but it's actually a lot of fun. Now I'm going to use a little clementine or a mini orange to do this trick. But this works well with like a roll. If you're at a restaurant, you're getting dinner rolls or a basket of bread, it works with that too. What you can do now is take that piece of bread or orange or whatever it is, and you're just going to bounce it off the floor. Now they'll be shocked because usually these things don't bounce. The secret to this trick is that just as your arm gets past the side of the table or whatever's going to block it, you're just going to toss the orange up. But you want to make that noise so it sounds like it bounces. So your arm goes down, you stomp your foot, and then you toss it up from underneath. Now, you don't want to lift your arm higher than the table when you toss it up because then it'll be obvious. So your arm has to be below the table and you toss it up and it looks like it bounces. For this trick, all you need is 7 coins. Now I'm using 7 pennies, but you can use any coins you want. And what you'll do is ask your friend to put their hand out. And then one at a time, you're going to place the coins into their hand. Now, I don't have a friend here, so I'm just going to do it on the table. You place it into their hand and show them. You're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the 7th one, you're going to drop it like this. And as soon as that one drops, you want them to close their hand so you can't get any of the pennies out. So now they understand it. You're going to practice it one more time. So you'll show them. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th one, drop it. They close their hand. They open their hand, and of course they have 7 pennies. Now on the 3rd try, you're actually going to try to get a penny out of their hand. So they should close their hand as quickly as they can. Now you start placing them and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they're going to count them, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because the 7th one is in your hand. This trick is simple to pull off, but so it's important that you explain to them twice what you're going to do, and you actually show them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and explain elaborately that you're going to take the last one and drop it into their hand, and as soon as it hits, they should close their fingers. Now, why are you doing this twice before actually doing the trick? Well, you're conditioning their mind. What they should be watching for is that last coin that's going to fall into their hand, and they should close their hand quickly. And this is the entire key to the trick, because what you're actually going to do is steal the 6th penny, and this is how it works. You count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when you get to the 6th one, you're going to hold in your fingers, you're going to tap it. You're just going to say 6. As soon as you tap it, you drop the other one. So it's going to be 6, 7. Now, even though you're holding the coin right here and you pull your hand back, they're watching that last coin so closely and closing their hand that they'll never believe that you got one away. When it comes to kids and card tricks, a lot of times they're all doing the exact same ones. But this is a little bit more advanced, but it's actually really easy to perform. So all you need is a deck of cards, and you would start dealing cards into a pile on the table. Now, if you have tiny little hands because you're a little kid and it's really hard for you to deal, hand the cards to the spectator and ask them to deal for you. And they'll deal into a pile, and you can ask them to stop whenever they want. Let's say they said stop right there. Put the rest of the cards away. Now they're going to take this pile, and they're going to deal it into 4 piles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now again, either you could deal these cards or the spectator can. Right? There's no tricky sleight of hand here. They're just going to deal them into 4 piles. Now you're going to ask them to select any of the 4 piles, but before they do, you're going to tell them that you bet that there will be an ace on the top of the pile they pick. Well, let's say they pick this pile. You flip it over, and it's an ace. Now, of course, you're going to think that all the cards are aces, but they're not. It's a regular deck of cards. The secret to this trick is that you're going to find the 4 aces before the trick even starts, and you're going to put them on top of the deck. Now, put these cards away and wait for someone to ask you to do a trick. As soon as they start dealing into a pile, the first 4 cards they deal are going to be the 4 aces. Now, it doesn't matter how many cards they put on top of those. They can stop whenever they want, because the 4 aces are always going to be on the bottom of that pile. Now you put these cards aside, and now when you ask them to deal 4 piles, again, the last 4 cards are going to be the 4 aces. So it doesn't matter how many cards they dealt on top. When they get to their last 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, those are the 4 aces. So now it doesn't matter which pile they pick, because whichever pile they pick, it's going to always be an ace. Now, it's hard to demonstrate this one on camera, but the way it would work is you'd place the crayons onto the table, you would turn your back, and you'd ask the spectator that while you're not looking, they should pick any one of these crayons and put it in your hand. You're going to put your hands behind your back, and they'll place one of these crayons in your hand. So let's say they put the green one. You wouldn't know that, of course. They take the rest of them, and they hide them away so you could not know which one was left. Now, this crayon would be behind your back. There's no way you could see it. There's no mirrors or any tricks like that. But you look them in the eyes, and you try to read their mind, and then you have to guess. I think you gave me the green one. So how does this work? Well, it's super simple. It doesn't matter which color they give you, because when the crayon's behind your back, you're going to take your thumbnail and you're going to just scrape the crayon a little bit So you get a little bit of that crayon on your thumb. So if you look closely, you'll see that I have just a little green on my fingernail. So now with the crayon behind my back, as I take my hand out to kind of read their mind, I'm really just looking at my thumb. I can see that it's green. I put my hand back behind my back before they even realize I took my hand out. Then I can guess which color it was. Now this one might be tough if you have tiny hands, but try it out and see if it works for you. So you'll show that you have a bill here. It's a $5 bill that I'm using, nothing in my hands. I'm going to wrap that bill around my fingers, and then I'm going to snap, and a coin is going to come out of the bill. Now I'm using a large coin because I have big hands, but you could really use a quarter or a penny and this trick would work. And here's how it works. When you take the bill out, you're holding the coin against the back of the bill. Now, as you show that you just have a bill here, you open one hand to show it's empty, and then when you pull it like this, you're going to pass that coin across to your other hand. So now you can show the other hand empty. And now you just wrap the bill around that coin and you can make it appear.